good to go? All right, so first, thanks for participating in this virtual classroom. All right, so basically today, before you join in, you should know what topic we are discussing, right? We are discussing about quadratic equation and quadratic function. So we start with the quadratic equation first. Oh my God, my writing is so bad. But can you hear me? You can, right? Okay, start for the quadratic equation first. All right. So in the whole chapter, actually, you only learn few things about quadratic equation. This chapter is very simple. You only learn b squared minus 4ac. Okay, of course you got equal to 0, bigger than 0, or less than 0. What is the difference between these three? Anyone have idea when do we use b squared minus 4ac equal to 0? Yes, when you see certain keywords like tangent point, or you might see some important keywords like they will tell you 2 equal roof. 2 equal roof. Alright. So, okay, what is the meaning for tangent point? Okay, tangent point is something like this. If I have a curve here, if my line over here is only touch one point on the curve, so this point over here we call it the tangent point. Alright, so tangent point at the same time means something like, they only touch one point, we call it tangent point. So whenever you see the words tangent in mx, okay, you see, you are not seeing tangent quite often. You will see on this chapter, and then you will see in differentiation. Differentiation, tangent means same gradient. Alright, so over here you see tangent, you have to straight away link to b squared minus 4ac equal to 0. Or sometimes they will say 2 equal and real roof. Right, so this is quite simple. Alright, I think got someone raised hand, right? Any question for the Ouyang Li Ai? Alright, then when bigger than 0 means what? Bigger than 0 is simple. When you see bigger than 0 mean actually you will have 2 different roofs. Alright, so when this one mean 2 distinct roof or 2 different roof, depend what kind of reference book you actually use it. And less than 0 means no roof, or sometimes they call it no intersection point. Okay, you just need to remember all these keywords because all these keywords represent something. Alright, because since today we have a little bit time, so maybe I can tell you why all this will happen. I believe like all of you actually learn about this formula, right? X equals to negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Alright, you will see this quadratic formula. Okay, you're trying to imagine, because here you got plus minus, right? Plus minus is inside b squared minus 4ac, this one is bigger than 0. Bigger than 0, you can be anything. You can be square root, maybe I say square root 4. You plus minus square root 4 here, mean actually you will have 2 answers for x, isn't it? Because you negative b plus minus 2 divided by 2a, that means you got the answer for x1 and you got the answer for x2. This is what happened when b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0. You can put any number here, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 100. You can put any value. Means what? Means from this quadratic formula tell you, if b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0, you have 2 answers. Alright, that means you actually have 2 distinct roofs. So I always mention in my video, when you see roof, means what? Roof means the answer for x. Answer of x. Alright, this is the meaning for roof. So that means if b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0, you have 2 roofs. You have 2 answers. what happened when b squared minus 4ac equals 0? Then what you got over here is square root 0, isn't it? Okay, you got square root 0. Square root 0, the whole thing here becomes 0 already. That means if whole thing here becomes 0, your x is only negative b over 2a, isn't it? If b squared minus 4ac equals 0. So that means you only have one answer. That's why this one explains why when b squared minus 4ac equals 0, he only touched 1 point. Because x only have one answer. You only have one roof. Alright, what happened when b squared minus 4ac less than 0? Okay, if you have the calculator with you right now, you can press square root any number inside here have negative one. You got max error. Alright, so if this one b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, you can get any negative value here. You got max error. So if you got max error means what? Means you will have no answer for x. If you have no answer for x, means actually you have no roof. So this is why you will got all this formula b squared minus 4ac equals 0, bigger than 0 and less than 0. All this theory actually is come from your quadratic. It's come from your quadratic formula. Alright, I hope this one roughly gives you some idea about how to remember all this. Yeah, for Kai-Sing, you got any question? What's the meaning for no there? Alright, if no, we're going to like move on a little bit. Alright, in this chapter, you will learn another one more thing, which is a lot of students will ask me about that thing, which is alpha and beta, which is sum of roof and quotient, product of roof. Alright, in this part, okay, I'm going to call part 2 of this chapter. You only have one very, very important formula, which is x squared minus sum of roof x plus product of roof equals to 0. Alright, what's so special about this rule? Okay, got two things you need to pay a lot of attention in this rule. First is you have to make sure this symbol after x squared is always negative. This symbol have to be always negative. Alright, and then the second thing you have to pay attention is the coefficient of x squared. Mean the number for x squared always is positive 1. When you see nothing here means positive 1. If I got 2x squared here, I have to do something to make it become positive 1. This is two information I would say very important about this formula. First is the coefficient for x squared always need to be positive 1. Second is this formula always need to be negative. For example, I just randomly give you some example. Okay, I have 2x squared plus 5x minus 7 equals to 0. Alright, if I have example like this, okay, I want to find my sum of roof and product of roof. Alright, I cannot straight away say my sum of roof is 5 or negative 5. It's wrong. Because what? This equation doesn't obey the rule I say over here. Because what? I say in order to use this rule, you must pay attention. This one always need to be positive 1. I cannot be 2. And this one, this symbol need to be negative. I cannot be positive. So what I can do now is actually I need to change it first before I straight away take the sum of roof and product of roof. So what I will do is I will actually divide 2 for every single one. So I divide 2, this is x squared. Alright, this one plus, right, I will become negative and negative. Because negative multiple negative, I got positive, right? This one is 5 over 2 x minus 7 over 2 equals to 0 over 2 is 0. Right, so from here, I can, okay, now only I can get my sum of roof. Because my sum of roof is negative 5 over 2. And my product of roof, if I add a plus here, I will be plus negative 7 over 2, right? This is negative 7 over 2. Right, this is how we take out the product of roof and sum of roof. Because a lot of students make the common mistake is when they see this equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 7, you straight away say sum of roof is 5, product of roof is negative 7. Then your whole question you will got it wrong. Right? So you always need to make sure you understand about this one. Okay? Understand about this rule is so important. Yes. So first thing is you always have to make sure it is negative. And yeah, and then this one I always have to make sure it is positive 1. Sorry sir, but sum of roof you did is negative 5/2. So is positive at the end, right? Alright, so for the product of roof here, you need to be plus, right? So actually this one, okay, let me just write it nicely in order to not confuse you. Okay, I just write again. This one, I write x squared minus negative 5/2x plus negative 7/2 equals 0. So obviously this one is sum of roof and this one is product of roof. Yes. Do I answer your question? Because this symbol here need to be plus. But plus minus is very common. Means actually you don't need to do much. But for negative one, this is very sensitive. So you have to always make sure you do it correctly first, then only you will get the correct sum of roof and product of roof. Okay, any question before I move on? Sorry, I mean you root negative 5/2. But the sum of roof is negative 5/2 what? So it's like negative and negative, you get positive, right? Yes, exactly. So you will see two negative here because this symbol here is positive. So if positive here, actually I can separate them into two negative. But why I want to do so? Because I want to make sure this one is negative. Because this rule said that here need to be always negative. Okay? Yes, good. Alright, so, and then sum of roof is just, yeah, you can let anything be your roof, but most of the time, we use alpha and beta be our roof. So sum of roof just alpha plus beta. Product of roof in alpha multiple beta. Of course, if you just like so scared about alpha beta, you actually can do A plus B. It's the same thing. This is A multiple B. It's just a letter you depend what kind of letter you want to use. Alright. Okay, remember this formula. Then we're going to go into some question to like make you understand better. Alright. Maybe I just, yeah, it's a bit blur, but I try my best to like, okay, to make you get it. Alright, so first, any one of you cannot see this picture? Can you see the question 11 until 21? Okay, good. So basically, all these questions actually I take from Polanyi textbook, I mean the reference books. Alright, let's choose some question because we have a time limit. We have 1.5 hours and we want to discuss for 2 chapters. So yeah, impossible I do all. So question 13, alright. So, okay, we have a look on question 13. I think it's like, it called one of the past year question. Okay, we start from 12. We start from 12 and then we move on. Right. So question 12 first. Form a quadratic equation with the roof 2 alpha plus 1 and 2 beta plus 1, where alpha plus beta equals to 3 and alpha beta equals to negative 5. Alright. Yeah. So is it the paper 1 or 2? Most of the time for this chapter only come in paper 1. I like never see this chapter come in paper 2. Right, okay, have a look this one. So, over here, he asks you to form a quadratic equation. Okay, first you must understand what is a quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is just ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This one we call it quadratic equation. Alright, of course a, b, c is just a constant value. It can be any value. Alright, so over here the question says with the roof. What's the meaning for roof? I always say roof means the answer for x. Answer of x. Alright, so, okay, so answer for x, maybe I have x1 equals to 2 alpha plus 1 and x2 equals to 2 beta plus 1. Alright, this is just their roof, right? I say roof is the answer for x. Alright, and then I ask you to use this one to form the quadratic equation. So first thing is, yeah, you can, okay, before you form this equation, just now we learned about this formula, right? X squared minus sum of roof x plus product of roof. This is quadratic equation also. Alright, so here, I need to do sum of roof first. Okay, sum of roof is very simple, right? Just x1 plus x2. Alright, so x1 plus x2 will be 2 alpha plus 1 plus 2 beta plus 1. I think some students got the answer already, but it's fine. We just do one by one. So this is 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 2, isn't it? 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 alpha and 2 beta. Alright, but then he do give us some information. Alpha plus beta equals to 3, right? So I try to use this information. So I factorize out 2 for these two. This is 2. I take out will be alpha plus beta plus 2. So what is alpha beta? According to information here, alpha plus beta equals to 3, right? So this is 2 multiple 3 plus 2, which is 6 plus 2 is 8. Alright. Then, I see so many numbers. Okay, I reply you after I finish this question because I need to concentrate on this question. Alright. Then, okay, now we got this one equals to 8, right? So, let me just summary here. Sum of roof equals to 8. Okay, after I solve all this. Alright, it's very simple because information is finished already. Alright, then we do product of roof. Alright, so product of roof means what? This is the two roof, right? Mean x1 multiple x2 because we call it product of roof, what? So that means this is 2 alpha plus 1 multiple 2 beta plus 1. So basically you will have 4 alpha beta plus 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 1. Alright. So this one, alpha beta is given. Alpha beta equals to what? Negative 5, right? So this is negative 5. Alright, this one is 2. I take out is alpha plus beta, isn't it? Plus 1. So I just solve this one because I know this is negative 20 and plus 2. Alpha beta here is just 3 because we know it just now, plus 1. This is 7. So this one will be negative 17. 20, oh sorry, it's negative 13. What's wrong with my max? Alright, this is negative 13. So here, I got my product of roof equal to negative 13. Alright, based on how I solve this one, if you have any question, you just tell me. Alright, if I got all this information, what I can do is I substitute into here. This is x squared. What's in my sum of roof? Sum of roof is 8, right? So it's 8x. Plus, my product of roof is negative 13 minus 13 equals to 0. Yes, this is my quadratic equation. No need to use other information. What do you mean by other information? Yes, I do use negative 5. You see here? Alpha beta equal to negative 5, right? I substitute in here. Do you got it? So yeah, this is the final answer. This is the quadratic equation. Yeah, of course you got the plus minus there, right? So yeah, you just write it again nicely. Okay, let me erase this one. Okay, so after I erase this one, so my final answer actually is x squared minus 8x minus 13 equals 0. Is this a quadratic equation? Yes, this is quadratic equation. Can't be x squared minus 8x minus 13? Yes, you can. I reply for C. Alright, can understand? It's not really hard. You're trying to like understand what is the meaning for sum of roof. You see in this case, my roof I use x1 and x2. Actually you can use like M and K, you can use any two alphabet you find comfortable. Okay, just time in, is it? Yes. Just I substitute back to here and then yeah, you solve it. Alright, it's nothing very complicated here, right? If no problem, I move on to question 13. If you have problem, you just stop me. Okay. Okay, let's have a look on question 13. Alright, given that 3 is one of the root of the quadratic equation. Okay, find the values of k. Okay, so in this case, he tell you 3 is one of the root, right? So first thing coming to my mind is one of the answer is 3. That's me. This is why we say root is answer for x, right? So it asks you to find values of k. It's very simple. So I got x squared minus 7x plus k equals to 0. Since my answer is x is one of my answers, then I just substitute my x here, which is 3 squared minus 7, 3 plus k equals to 0. So k is just 9 minus 21 plus k equals to 0. This one minus, I think you got negative 12. So k equals to 12. Done. This is just a 2-mark question in SPM. It's very simple, but a lot of students will start with this kind of question. Is like you do not understand the first sentence. 3 is one of the root of quadratic equation. What is the meaning and how it works? Since it says 3 is one of the root, mean one of the answer for x is 3 lah. Then what you do is you just substitute 3 into the x. You can easily get k. No, this question doesn't ask you find another root. If you want to find another root, it's simple. After you got the k already, you substitute in x squared minus 7x plus 12 equals to 0. Then I factorize out this one. If the question asks you to find another root, but in this question they didn't. This is negative 3, this is negative 4. So x equals to 3 and x equals to 4. X equal to 3 already given, so I say this answer is rejected. So this one will be my other root. Do you see that? Because other root just means the another answer of x. This is the meaning for other root. Got it? Yeah, I hope I do answer your question. Yeah, if you still have question, you can ask. Okay, good. Okay, let me choose some different question. Maybe you have a look on question 14. Yes, what is your question? It's about question 13 or what? Yes. Yeah, you please tell me the question. Maybe I will reply you after I done this. Okay. Okay, you try question 14. I give you like 1 minute to try because question 14 is very easy. Yeah, and for the bugs, maybe you can type out your question. I'm trying to help you. So I cannot see the question. What do you mean by you cannot see the question? You can't see the question 14? Can you see it now? Okay, good. Yeah, because I'm not sure why. Yeah, suddenly they cannot see. Yes, much better. It's for half of the screen. Yes. Yeah, because if some of you actually using phone to log in, yeah, you might find your phone is very small and very hard for you to see the question. Yeah, given that one root of the equation is x squared plus 6x plus p. Alright. Okay, we have a look on the question of the bug before we go to question 14. Teacher, move down a bit. What do you mean? You mean move this one down a bit? Okay, let me erase the unnecessary one. And let me just zoom bigger a bit. Yeah, given one root of the equation is the twice of the other. Find the values of p. Okay. Alright, this is the question from Bugs. Alright, so he give me one equation, x squared plus 6x plus p equals to 0. Alright, and then he says given one roof is twice of the other. That means what? Let's say, okay, I got two roofs, x1 and x2. So, if this one I call it alpha, this one will be twice of alpha, right? I call it 2 alpha. Alright, so that means this is the meaning for like one roof is twice the other roof. Okay, I just write down. One roof is twice the other roof. Yeah, of course, if you love beta, you can use beta. Yeah, it doesn't matter, it's just a letter. You can use A, B, C until Z. You can use all the letter you love. But in this case, I just use alpha. Alright, so over here, what I know is, I know the formula. X squared minus sum of roof x plus product of roof equals to 0. So, yes, because in this case, you don't need to use alpha and beta because we know both roof actually is the same. They just said one roof is twice the other roof. So that means if this is 5, this one will be 10. If this is 2, this one will be 4. If this is 3, this one will be 6. This is the meaning for one roof is twice the other roof. But the problem is for this quadratic equation, I find some problem over here. Is this symbol is positive. I say I not allowed this symbol to be positive. It need to be negative. So I change this quadratic equation into the x squared minus negative 6x plus p equals 0. Yes, now I got my sum of roof. Sum of roof will equals to negative 6. What is sum of roof? Mean alpha plus 2 alpha equals to negative 6. 3 alpha will equals to negative 6. Alpha is just negative 2. Okay, P over here is product of roof, right? So product of roof equals to P. That means alpha multiple 2 alpha will equals to P. That means 2 alpha square equals to P. 2 multiple negative 2 square equals to P. P will equals to 8. Done. Yes, I hope I do answer the question of the bug. Alright, this is not really hard, but you just need to like understand it. So can you understand it? Yes. The key word is one roof is twice the other roof. You must write something like this. Of course, in this case, maybe some students love beta. You do the same thing. You just change this one to beta. This is beta. This one is 2 beta. Okay, say the first one is 2 beta, second one is beta. It doesn't matter. Okay? You just need to understand about this kind of question. Yes. But sometimes if the question, they can say one roof is, okay, sometimes question don't use twice, he use half. It's the same thing. You write like this is correct also, or you can write B and half B. It's the same thing. Okay? You need to understand what is the meaning for roof and what is their relationship. Then always need to check whether this quadratic equation already in the formula form or not. If not yet, this is not negative symbol, please change it. If not, you will lose the mark for the whole question. Even it's only 3 to 4 mark question, but it's quite important. Okay, yeah, if no more question, I'm going to move on to 14. Yeah, I think a lot of you got the answer for X, for H already, right? Yep. Alright, what is this question? Just let me digest. Alright, so over here I see 2 equal roof. First formula coming to my mind is b squared minus 4ac equals 0. This is 2 equal roof. So I got the equation x squared plus 2hx plus 4 equals to x. A lot of students will straight away do. Cannot. You need to take out ABC. You must always make sure this quadratic equation in the general form already. This is not general form. Why I say it's not general form? Because general form must be ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is not equal to 0. This one is equal to x. So this is not general form. I need to rearrange. I move the x to the other side, become minus x. Alright, so x squared plus 2hx minus x plus 4 equal to 0. Then I just factorize out the x. This one will be plus bracket 2h minus 1 x plus 4. Okay, this one is general form. Until now only I take out ABC. Alright, you don't straight away take out ABC from here. Because a lot of students think, why this question so simple one? B is 2H and C is 4. Then you got it wrong because this is not equal to 0. Remember, must always check first tick. Is the quadratic equation in the general form or not? Is the quadratic equation equals to 0 or not? If it is not, make sure you change it. If not, you got it wrong. Alright, in this case, I know my A is 1 because x squared in front, the number in front of x squared is just 1. B is 2h minus 1 and C is 4. Alright, then I substitute into the formula. B squared means 2h minus 1 squared minus 4ac equals to 0. This one is just 4h squared minus 4h plus 1 minus 16 equals to 0. Then I just solve it for this one. 4h squared minus 4h minus 15 equals to 0. Okay. Then I'm not sure how to factorize. Let me just try. Alright, this one maybe I put 2h and 2h. And 5 and 3. And negative and positive. Yeah, I think so. 10h, 6h. Yes. So this one, h will equals to 5 over 2 or h will equals to negative 3 over 2. Yes, this is the answer. Alright, this one considered very simple question. Yeah, the question just trying to like trap you like using this equation because a lot of students like do it too fast already. They never check this equation carefully, then you got it wrong. If not, this is just a very easy question. Okay, so you skip 15. 15 is the same question. Alright, 16. Let me see 16. Yeah, 16 is a simple question. You do it yourself. Yeah, 17, same question. Alright, maybe we have a look on the question 19. Yes. We check question 19. So if the question mentioned find the values of h. If the question mentioned find the value of h means you have to find, yeah, when value do not have s means you only find one of the answer lah. But then I just worry sometimes they have typing error, so you just do on what you know. Alright. I cannot say must reject the negative based on depend on what is the condition. If the answer is area, is length, is volume, of course we reject negative lah, because for area, for length or for volume it's impossible to have negative. Yes. So you always need to depend what is the value they want to find. Okay, I had to say must be negative, rejected or something like that. Alright, have a look question 19. Alright, question 19, yeah, is two different roof. And yeah, two different roof is nothing special. You know it's b squared minus 4ac bigger than 0. Okay, but when you see different roof or no roof, you will see something like this. He asks you to determine the range. You won't get the value for Q or something like this. He asks you to determine the range. That means you will have to answer Q is bigger than something, or Q is less than something, or Q is between certain range. Okay, this one we call range. Okay, means your answer cannot be Q equals to something. Because he asks you to determine the range, meaning he asks you to find the range of the answer. Range is like Q bigger than 4. This one is the range. If Q equals to 4, this is not range. This is just the value. Alright, you make sure you understand it. Alright, then, yeah, when you say range, you must have inequality. So, in this case, first thing, like what I say, have this question in the general form or not? So, I have to like check it out. This is, let me copy down the question first. Equals to x, 2x plus 3. So, of course, I just expand it. This is qx squared plus 2qx plus q equals to 2x squared plus 3x. And then I move in the general form. This is qx squared minus 2x squared plus 2qx minus 3x plus q equals to 0. Alright, then I factorize out x squared. This is q minus 2 x squared plus 2q minus 3 x plus q equals 0. Alright, then this is the form I want, general form of the quadratic equation. Alright, then what I do next is, I apply in the b squared minus 4ac, right? Bigger than 0. This is c, sorry. Bigger than 0. So my b is 2q minus 3. Square minus 4. A is q minus 2. C is just q. Bigger than 0. Then I just solve this one quickly. This is 4q squared. 6 minus 12q plus 9. This is negative 4q will be minus 4q squared plus 8q. Bigger than 0. Alright, then I just continue solving this one. 4q squared and 4q squared, I minus it, no more. Negative 12q plus 8q is negative 4q. And plus 9, bigger than 0. Then, of course, I can move the 4q or move the 9 here. Okay, this time I move the 9 first. I got negative 9. Alright, this is something amazing. If I move the negative 4 to the other side, I always, because this is divide negative 4, right? Need to change symbol, become negative 9 over negative 4. Alright, so negative and negative I simplified. Q will less than 9 over 4. This is my final answer. Alright, yes, have to switch the symbol. Alright, sir, if the question asks range, then we need to sketch the graph, need to sketch the simple graph or not. Depend. If your range in quadratic, then only you need to sketch something like this. You have to find the range inside here or outside. When the range in quadratic, but then this one is not the quadratic because q is just power of 1. So you don't need to sketch this graph. Alright. Yes, this is the answer. And some student might ask, what happened here? I do not want to move negative 9. I do not want to move 9. I move the 4q. Will I get the same answer? Let's see from this step. Let's say I move the negative 4q to this side, become positive 4q. It's less than 9. Then I move the 4q is still less than 9 over 4. See, actually you got the same answer. So I rewrite here, q is less than 9 over 4. Alright, so no matter which one you move, you should get the same answer. You shouldn't get a different answer. Alright, they ask the range, so leave the answer like that. Yes, this is the final answer. Q is less than 9 over 4. This is range. Okay? Yes, let's have a look on the question 20. Yes, the straight line, blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. Yeah, question 20 is important one. Yeah, so let's have a look on question 20 together. And let me just erase something because I need more space for me to write something. Yeah, I just erase this one. Okay, I have enough space, I think. Alright, just let me change some other color maybe. Or I just, black. Alright, question 20. In this question, he said the straight line does not intersect the curve. Find the range values of Q. I say when you see does not intersect, mean actually they have no roof. So a lot of students know b squared minus 4ac less than 0. This is nothing special. But a lot of students do not know is actually you need to substitute this equation into the other equation. Because what? You must get general form. Bx squared ax squared minus bx plus c equals 0. You will find out this one we call general form. Inside this form, I do not have y inside. Do you find out that? That means in this equation, both also have y, right? So in order to make my equation do not have y, so I just substitute the, okay. Can see the question now? Because I just realized some of the students cannot see the question. Can you see the question? No. Yeah, for Corinne, maybe you have to like log out and log in again. I'm not sure why you cannot see. Alright. So what I do now is I'm going to substitute the y into the y. You just do the simultaneous equation now. So I substitute this one into here, so I will got x minus q equals to 3x squared minus x minus 3. Because a lot of students actually ask me like, why I need to like substitute into each other if they do not intersect. But this is the only way we can get the general equation of the quadratic. So you just substitute the y into the y. Okay, then over here I just make it into general form. I make here become 0. Then 3x squared. I move the x to this side, become minus 2x. I move the q to this side, it become just minus 3 plus q. Okay, then my a is just 3, my b is just negative 2, and my c is just negative 3 plus q. Alright, nothing special. Then I substitute into the b squared minus 4ac less than 0. And you'll find out here it asks you to find the range values of k. Always use the word range when it's less than 0 or bigger than 0. So when you see the word range, at least you must know something is impossible b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. Because if it is equal to 0, you will never get range. Okay? Alright, so I just substitute in. So my b is just negative 2, b squared minus 4, a is 3, c is negative 3 plus q, less than 0. So this is 4, this is minus 12, multiple 3 will be positive 36, minus 12 multiple q is minus 12q, less than 0. Alright, so this is negative 12q, this one is 40, less than negative 40. Alright, and then I move the 12. This is negative 12, must switch the symbol. So it will become negative 40 over negative 12. So q will be bigger than, just simplify, divide by 4 is 10 over 3. We do question 20. Yeah, I'm doing the question 20. Yes. I think because I moved the paper, the circle here is wrong. Ah, shit. Yeah, just ignore the circle. We are doing the question 20 now. Okay, oh my god. I just draw the wrong thing. Yeah, find the range over here. Yeah, it's question 20, not the question 21. But we will do the question 21 also. Okay, question 20, have no problem, right? So I just want to remind you, if even you see do not intersect, you still substitute the first equation into the second equation. Must substitute because you want to get the general equation. Alright, make sure you must substitute. Alright, then yeah, we just go to the question 21. Yeah, okay. I just do the quick one for question 21 because it's nothing very special for 21. Alright, so over here, question 21, he tell you have two distinct points. Do you see? The straight line intersect the curve at two different points. So when two different points here means bigger than 0. So same thing, you substitute this one into this one. So you will got k 2x plus 1 minus 6x, and then will equals to 3 minus k x squared. Alright, then you just move everything to one side. This is 3 minus k x squared minus, okay, this one, okay, this question trying to confuse you, but yeah, I just move first lah. Minus plus 6x. Alright, then rearrange this one. This is not general form at all because this one got x and this one got x. But he only solved the x squared for you. Yeah, x squared is fine. So this one will be minus 2kx minus k plus 6x. Then I have to arrange x and x together. Okay, then what I will do is I arrange x and x together. This is negative 2k, this is 6, right? So I can say plus 6 minus 2k, bracket x minus k. Alright, so then over here, what I will have is, my b is 6 minus 2k, square minus 4, my a is 3 minus k, c is negative k. Two distinct roots bigger than 0. Then I'm going to solve this one. Yes, so this one actually will give me 36, 12 minus 24k plus 4k square. This one minus plus 4k, so we plus 12k, plus 4k we minus 4k square, bigger than 0. This one and this one I settle, no more already. So 24k plus 12k is negative 12k. And move the 36 is just bigger than negative 36. So I move the negative 12, I switch the symbol, become 3. Done. Alright, this is simple. Yeah, I hope at least you got some idea how to solve this kind of question. Actually, I love to like solve more about alpha beta, but I'm not sure why here is so little about that question. Alright, so because of time issue, we have to move on to chapter 3, completing the square.